so we can talk through that.
Great.
Um, so we'll go ahead and get started. I know it's a small crowd. It's the holidays. This is not my typical Monday that I do a private money Monday because I do them every other week. But Cindy, like you have this opportunity, and it was one of those things where I was like, we just got to get you on, get you in front of a handful of ladies to talk through the opportunity. And then, of course, we're recording, so we'll be sending it out to over 300 ladies on the email list. It'll be on my YouTube channel. So the goal is to help you, I guess, achieve your goal of offering a Christmas miracle.
Yeah.
I'll let you talk a little bit about that, but so again, we're appreciative that you guys are here, especially with it being just a few days before Christmas. So I am Beth McLaughlin McDonald, and I will go kind of into my role and what I do after Cindy presents. So Cindy has somewhere she kind of needs to jump off in about 30 minutes. So we'll let Cindy talk through. We'll ask some questions, and then we'll let her go to her responsibilities that she already had before I was like, hey, let's just do this tonight. So, with that, Cindy, if you want to do a little bit of an introduction, thank you again for being here. Talk a little bit about yourself, your real estate journey, your investing journey, and then kind of go from there. And then we'll get into the opportunity that you came to talk about.
Okay, awesome. First of all, I want to thank you, Beth and Caroline, for joining and for arranging this tonight in such short notice, um, so that we can hopefully perform a Christmas miracle for a family who the husband has become ill and is having to move closer to a hospital for his treatment. And this was their dream home. That they had started renovating. And it's really sad situation, but they are in a position now where they need to sell, and so that they can, get his health, focus on his health. So um, my name is Cindy Bomar. I worked for USDA Rural Development, the federal government, for a little over 38 years. I was a loan officer. I worked throughout my career, I worked in single family housing, initially a multifamily housing for 17 years. Um, I also worked in community facilities where I financed airports. I'm trying to think of any facility that you need, hospitals, um, and then I also worked in water and waste infrastructure, financing those systems for towns and counties and nonprofits. So it was an easy transition for me when I retired in August of 2023 to just go right into real estate investing because I did oversee and have to approve um, pay requests for multi-million dollar projects. So I'm familiar with construction, familiar with pay requests and management of um, construction. So that's a little history on myself. Um, I have done, this will be the 11th deal
Wow.
project since 2023. So I've been busy. Um, it's been crazy and it's been fun and it's been all the things. So I love real estate and this project. Oh, let me just tell you also, I think I um, told you about my career, but also since I've been investing for the past 2 years, a little over 2 years, I have flipped a lot of the homes. I have a long-term rental. I have had three midterm rentals. I'm getting ready to start to convert two to short-term rentals, and also have some small multifamily. So I have a little experience in all of the all of the things. So that just tells you a little bit about like my knowledge when it comes to real estate. So,
Have you
um,
done, Cindy, have you done all of that using other people's money, or have you done some
yes.
like on your own and with private money?
Oh, well, when I was in my 30s, I did this a little bit in my 30s while I worked for the government. And I still have one of the long-term rentals I've had for probably 25 years or more. So I have had that one as a long-term rental. I flipped three in addition to that one long-term rental in my 30s. And then I realized, that's a little much for a full-time job and children and trying to raise kids and all of the above. So I just kind of put that on the back burner. But I do have previous experience in doing this as well.
Gotcha.
So this property is it's zoned for it can be a duplex. The basement is fully functional as a duplex. Or it could be like they purchased it as their forever home. So it could be either or. They already started the renovations. The roof is new. They've done some landscape. I don't know if you call it landscape, and they brought in dirt and they've gone through. They said they had all the inspections because they weren't familiar with the process. They wanted to make sure they were doing things right. They've started the renovations on the kitchen, on both bathrooms, downstairs, on the main level. And um, they've done quite a few, like one of the bedrooms is pretty much completed. But there's a lot still that needs to be done, but they had started the process. So, it's within walking distance of a large, women's college. There's a large hospital within probably 2 miles of the house, 2 to 3 miles at the most. Um, Within 1 mile from there to all the way to the hospital, they're like multi-million dollar homes on both sides of the road, um, from about a mile all the way to that hospital. So it's in a very affluent neighborhood, safe, very, it's like the seller told me, she said, these homes do not come up for sale very often, and they don't come up within a price range they could have afforded. But um, so, they, um, like I said, had started the renovations. And so it's an, I've been wanting to get into this area since I started. And then she said the price range is usually, for investors, it's usually too high for us to be able to make a profit, or either to be able for the renters, so it would sustain itself. So this is an awesome opportunity. I'm super excited about this property, and so it just has a lot of potential. Um, and the what I love most about it is it's in an awesome area. Um, it could be a midterm rental, it could be a short-term rental for someone, it could be a forever home, a dream home, like for them. It's just a great neighborhood. So, um,
Perfect. So, but your exit strategy for this is to finish the fix side. So finish the
yes,
rehab.
yes.
All of the products, all of the supplies are already on site.
I wouldn't say all, but
Okay.
a lot.
A lot of it's there.
Yes.
So you're just going to kind
Um,
of pick up where they left off
yes.
and
And
just
one
run with
thing I
it.
left off, I apologize. One thing I left off, they they purchased the home. They used their 401ks and everything to purchase it. Then they got a loan to do the renovations. Um, So they had to have an appraisal, and that was last year. Um, and it appraised for $450,000 with the um, so as you saw earlier, the comps are just you know they support that and then some.
Right.
Um, so and we're only asking for 330. So there's a lot of equity there and a good range so that we can do a great job and make some good money on it as well.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect. Your bandwidth is kind of going in and out a little bit, Cindy. I know you're probably somewhere where it's going to be a little bit difficult, but um, any questions so far? Gina, thanks for hopping on. Charlotte, do you have any questions about anything Cindy talked about?
Um, just what do you need to help for us to help you get it? What do you need from us?
Well,
3:30, Charlotte.
yes, I just need private money lenders to help me to get it closed. Now, um, this couple, they are against the gun on this one. Um, at the very latest, we can close in order for them not to be in default on this loan is January 9th. I'm trying to close sooner, but like I say, at the very latest, January 9th.
What
Uh,
city and state is this in? And
it's in Lynchburg, Virginia.
oh, okay.
Have you ever heard of Liberty University?
I'm not from that area. No.
Okay. Well, it's a national, it's the largest Christian university in the world, I think. Is in the city of Lynchburg, and they're on TV, like the Thomas Road Church is on TV, and like it's a very large university. Um,
What was the name of it again?
Liberty
Liberty?
University.
Liberty.
Uh, and Thomas Road Baptist Church is the church that really started Liberty University, but um, that's the college it's a huge, well, that's a university. There are actually probably 4 to 5 colleges and universities here. So
So would you consider making that in for
there's
a
a
pad
lot, and
split
two
and keeping it for yourself?
they don't have pad split here. They
Hmm.
there are properties that have co-living here. Um, but pad split hasn't come to, I think they have to have, I think they have to have like 200 pad split for them to market in an area. So they're not there yet here. I think pad split is only in Richmond and Petersburg, Virginia right now.
Hmm.
But you could do it as
Cindy,
co-living. You,
well, and also you can do it as pad split. You can still
Right.
upload to the pad split platform. It's just the outside marketing is not available to you.
yeah. And that's the thing. Um,
You're able to
you know,
actually pay
Well,
a little bit less, but you like they still are going to post it on like Zillow. They're still going to post it on all the free for rent sites. They just aren't
right,
in the market promoting pad split as pad
okay.
split.
correct.
So what it is the difference between core market and like emerging market.
Emerging market, yeah.
So yeah, so they will come to
Okay.
pretty much anywhere. And I mean, Gina knows that Atticus LeBlanc, who's the CEO of PadSplit, we had him come to Savannah, which is where I am, Savannah, Georgia. He originated PadSplit in Atlanta.
Okay.
He came down to Savannah in October and did a lunch and learn with what we were hoping was going to be a lot of like city leaders, economic development authorities, and things like that. And then that evening, he did a presentation that was more like community presentation in like a coffee shop. So,
Uh,
there were different, different atmospheres, different conversations, but, again, everywhere in the country right now is in a place where with the market the way that it is, affordable housing is just something that's a really hot topic right
yeah,
now. So
yeah,
the fact that you could do the co-living as affordable housing and things like that, like there's so much opportunity with it. But that's something, if it
yeah,
was something that you wanted to consider to keep, then obviously your exit strategy would go from being a fix and flip
right,
to
yeah,
a buy and hold, and then that would be having a DSCR
right.
to pay out the PMLs, and with your loan to value, that seems doable.
Oh,
They're
yeah,
Um,
both doable. Yeah,
yeah,
they're both
so I
doable.
mean, there's certainly multiple exit strategies with this
Right.
particular
yeah,
property. So
yes,
so a
yeah.
And,
private
It's,
and
money
it's,
lender
it's
should
an
not have any
amazing
problems
deal.
getting out.
Yeah, it's an
right.
amazing deal.
I was going to say, because it's a 75 LTV, you can refi, but also that'll sell very quickly because there are no 4.4s on the market at all
Right.
over there.
Yeah,
And the comps support that 450 valuation, if not higher. So yeah,
yes,
it
yes,
will sell.
yes. So I'm really excited about this.
Yeah, no, it's a good one, Cindy. And it's mid-rehab and you're getting it for that price because
Yes,
they're a distressed seller and they need to go.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So you're you're sound like you really, really want it and you love that area. I hear it
I
in your
do.
voice, and wanting it's to like, get into that go area. after it, keep it. Yeah, try and get it. Yeah, I mean, come on, this is what I'm doing right now. Yeah.
Hey, can I call you like every day? Like,
Right? For the motivation, for the motivation. Well, so if
yes,
you're looking for
yeah,
230,000, that could
Mhm.
be one lender, that could be three lenders, whatever
yeah,
that needs to be. The
yeah,
closing date, the goal would be before the end of the year, just because you want to do that for that family. But at the same time,
yeah,
we have until January 9th,
yeah,
at the latest to be able to close on it. So
yeah.
I think those are the key things. Anything that you want to add, Cindy? I know you're going to have to jump here in just a minute or two. And then I can go into a little bit more about the project, my role, Caroline's role, how we, all work together and things like that. Is there anything else that you want to add about
Um,
this particular house? Or, so I asked earlier, and I think we kind of changed the subject a little bit, but with the projects that you've done, you have used other people's money, not just your own, correct? So you've worked with PMLs
that's
before.
correct.
Um,
Yes,
and I think you said
yes.
that you had done 11 fix and flips at this point since 2023.
Well, this will be my 11th.
This will be
Yes,
your 11th.
yes.
And have all of those been private money? Have all of those been other people, or
All
have
of
you
those have
done?
been private money.
That's
Yes.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Mhm.
Congrats.
Yeah.
I love
Yes.
it.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yes. Yes, I'm in a lot of groups. I started in Rain and I've been in Roar and Firepower and I don't know, the list goes on.
Yeah.
Plus I have amazing friends like Caroline and Beth who know a million private money lenders. So I've been very blessed in that. Yes.
Well, and we're in a deal with you right now that should be closing a week from today. And I
Yeah.
think you're getting out of that a month
Yeah.
early or 2 months early.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm
That one's
excited.
gone very well. That one, you hit the market with
Yes.
that after rehab, and it did what it needed to do, which was
Yeah.
amazing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And the one
Yes.
before that too, we got the PMLs out 2 months
That one,
early,
yeah,
Cindy.
that one was, yeah, that's true. We got them out
Yeah.
early there.
Mhm.
That sold first day on the market.
I love
Yeah.
it.
So, well, I say it sold. We got a contract first day on the market. So, um, yeah, um,
Well, you're very,
I'm
very
proud of
familiar with
them.
that area. So
Yes,
yeah, of
yes. I do like investing where I know the market.
course.
Uh, because I do know that you could be on one street and it's one way, and you could go one street over and it'd be another way. And if you're not familiar with your market, you could get in trouble, I think, just by not knowing that. So
100%.
I have a comfort level knowing I know my market. Yeah.
Well,
For
and
sure.
too, when you know your market to that level, you also know the market and like how to price things when you need to
Right.
do like a full rehab. I mean, again, this one has a lot of the supplies that you need, but you
Yeah.
already, you've got your workers, you've got your budgets that you work with. And when you're in
Yeah.
5 different states doing, even though you're doing fix and flips in 5 different states, you're still in 5 different, completely different markets. So
Yes.
everything just kind of it's a constant up, down, and learning process. So I love
Yes.
that you've kind of stuck to that area in
Yes.
Virginia. So my mom is from, and I'm going to call it Norfolk because that's how I was raised to say it.
Oh,
Norfolk,
Norfolk.
Norfolk, Norfolk.
I say Norfolk.
Gotcha.
I guess
Gotcha.
everybody says it different.
Definitely. Definitely. She and my dad met at ODU and they were
Okay.
there for a little while. One of my sisters was born there.
Okay.
So yeah.
So you're
And my
kind of a
husband actually was
Virginia
there too
girl.
for a while.
You're kind of a Virginia girl.
Absolutely. We used to go twice a year to see my grandmother and her sisters and family that was up there back in the days when I-95 was 2 lanes.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
It used to take
That's
us
been a
12
while.
hours to get there.
Wow.
It was rough.
Okay.
It was rough. Well, Cindy, anything else you want to add? I don't want to keep you from family obligations. So anything else you want to add, or does anybody have a question for Cindy before she jumps off?
I don't, I'm sure I'll think of something I left off when I get off the phone, but I can't think of anything else to add right now.
Okay.
Does anyone have questions? I'm happy to answer questions.
If you think of anything you want to add, Cindy, just send me a text message. I'll send out the recording probably in the morning. And I
Okay.
usually send, the email will have the recording link. It'll have a link to the pitch deck, the appraisal, all of those things also. So if there's anything else you want me to add, I can certainly throw it in the email for you.
Okay, awesome. All right. Sounds good.
Great.
Hey, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. I hope everything goes
Thank
well with your
y'all.
dad.
Yeah, go
Thank
take care of your
you.
dad.
Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Happy
Please
to
keep him
help.
in your prayers.
Have a good Christmas.
Thank you.
Hi, Cindy.
Bye. All right, ladies. Sorry, she had an obligation with her dad.
The hospital.
He's in the hospital. He fell and broke his back. Is that right? I think.
Yeah, and then they
Um,
found other things wrong with him when he went in for that. So he's going to a home, and she's had to be back at the hospital
Yeah,
at
she and her
8:30
sister
tonight.
are taking shifts and that kind of thing. So I hated to keep her longer than she needed to stay. So just
God
a little
bless him.
bit. Normally I start these calls, Charlotte. You've never been on one. Gina's been on several, I think. But I typically start off the calls talking a little bit about like my role and why I do Private Money Mondays. But the biggest thing is to just get exposure to borrowers and the deals that they are trying to acquire and the private money lenders that they need access to. So I started doing Private Money Mondays back in May. And it was more of a challenge from one of my mentors who I just happened to say it out loud that I was toying with this idea of doing these Zooms every other Monday, calling it Private Money Monday. And we met on Wednesdays, and she was like, great, today's Wednesday. We meet again next Wednesday. And there's a Monday in between. So I was fortunate to have some borrowers come to me. They had 3 deals under contract for a little over $1 million. And I was like, okay, there is no better time than the present. So we hopped on and did a Private Money Monday. And I think I had that first week, I had 85 ladies ask for either to be on the live Zoom to be a part of it or ask for the recording within a day or two of me of hosting that first one. So from there, it's just kind of grown. Some weeks I have a borrower on. Sometimes I might have someone who's in the industry and they work at a company that has a resource that I utilize. So sometimes I have them come on and talk a little bit about their product, their offering, their platform, whatever it is. So lenders and borrowers can kind of see like how those things make sense in the entire process of being a connector and working with the borrowers and the lenders and just kind of being that mold that holds everything together, and the systems that we have in place. Caroline and I have been working together for a little over a year. She loves documents. I hate them. We both raise capital. But together we just kind of, we work together to get the borrowers through the process, get the lenders through the process. And we've worked with self-directed IRA companies, like we talked about earlier. Caroline does a lot of the conversations with title to make sure that, everybody's where they need to be. All the I's are dotted, T's are crossed. We're ready to close when it's time to close. We're ready to disperse when we're ready to disperse and things like that. So we just are in between, and we're kind of like we're there to protect our lenders. We underwrite deals. We make sure that the transaction coordinating is taken care of as well. But at the end of the day, it is truly the lender's choice and decision whether or not they want to work with us, whether or not they want to work with a borrower. And we just love being a part of that process. Our goal is to simplify it. Our goal is to create atmospheres and communities where ladies are just supporting each other and creating this rinse and repeat process where Charlotte, you might decide you want to lend on Cindy's deal and you create this relationship and then you become someone for Cindy that when she closes a deal, you're ready to go into the next one with her and the next one with her and the next one with her. So we're trying to simplify the process a little bit so you don't have to start from scratch every time you want to deploy funds by learning about a new borrower, by learning about their market, by learning about how their systems work, and how they work with their private money lenders. And the cool thing is that I have borrowers who had private money lenders in a deal, and from that, the borrower and one of the lenders then partnered on a deal together, and some of those original lenders became lenders on their partnership. So that's what I'm trying to create is ladies just supporting ladies, getting some confidence in what they're doing and the support that they need because all of us want to do something in this real estate space. We might all want to have our own portfolio, or some of us might want to go into more of a business or a commercial space or an RV park or whatever that might be. And the goal is to connect lenders with borrowers who are doing the strategy that the lenders want to do themselves.
That's
Um,
excellent. That's exactly what I've been looking for. I've been
I love
meaning to
it.
jump on this call for months.
I know we've
It's
communicated, but you just haven't been here, and here you are.
I didn't show up. Now I'm showing up. I mean now I'm ready. See, I thought, oh, I don't want to know too much because I'm not even where I need to be to start talking about it. And so I'm here now. I mean, it's close.
I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, you're welcome anytime. And like I said, I mean, you get the emails, you get the recordings. So when people can't come on live, and again, this was kind of an off cycle week for me. I wasn't going to do one tonight, but the more we started talking to Cindy about this deal and really trying to help her help this family, I was like, let's just do it tonight. Like we'll just make it happen. And if people watch and can hop on live, great. If not, they'll get the recording and we'll go from there. But I appreciate you guys taking the time to be here for sure.
I would really like to have some time to speak with you about the situation I'm in and what I'm trying to evolve and to continue on doing not only here in St. Paul and keep this property, but move when I move back to Alaska where I've been with my kids. I took them there before they were too old to say no, and they are there now with my grandkids, all eight of them, and it's like I
I
got to
love
get
it.
back.
I love it.
So I'd want to do tiny homes and maybe go into, like you were saying, other things They need housing up there,
Right.
affordable housing. I was for 18 years I was disabled, so I really feel like I lost, 20 years, but now I'm healthy again. I'm 68. It's
That's
like, okay,
awesome.
here we go now, because I'm ready, Lord.
Round
And
two. You're ready.
it
I
is
love it.
exciting to be
Well, we
this
can
age and
definitely
have
set,
someone.
we can definitely get on a call and just kind of talk through, like you said, with your self-directed IRA. We can talk about game
Mhm.
plans and how you kind of like insert yourself where you want to be and just sit at the table with the people who are doing the things that you want to do. And that's the best way to learn for sure.
Oh, I'm so grateful to be here today. I'm so glad you came on because I'm coming, but you might not have been here, like you said. So it worked out. It's a
I
good
love it.
Christmas gift.
I love it. Well, we certainly appreciate it. Thank you so much. And Charlotte, too, you asked me at the beginning about how long I had been a private money lender. So, I've been a private money lender for a little over 2 years, but that's also a part of the story about why I'm doing what I'm doing, is because when I deployed funds in deals, my borrowers would just disappear. And I would say, like, hey, just create a relationship with me. And if it works for both of us, like, this is my money, just use it over and over and over again. Like, simplify my life, make it easier for all of us to make money, but just communicate with me and build a relationship with me. And every time a borrower got my money, they'd go MIA. I mean, I got my money back, I got my interest and things like that, but there was no customer service. Like there was just no care in the world. And it was like, why are you making this so hard to use that same money over and over and over again? When all I'm asking for is for you to give me updates, not me chase you down for updates. Just get me involved. And then again, that money is just yours to use over and over and over again because it just simplifies things for everybody. But instead, it's like everybody's trying to recreate the wheel every time they need money or every time they want to deploy money. I can't tell you how many times I've seen, a post in Facebook where somebody's raising a hand going, I have $100,000. Who needs it? And I'm like, no, no, like,
Mhm.
don't do that. That's so scary. Like, now you're going to have 45 people with 95 deals. Where do you even start to decipher that? So again, like for the lender and the borrower to start creating that relationship and how do we simplify this and how do we offer the confidence and the clarity and the comfort so that we can just keep rinsing and repeating and just make it an easier process for everybody. That's how we all scale, like working together. It's so simple, but it just wasn't happening. So we're trying. We're trying.
This is so good. I am so glad, and I see Caroline just going, yeah, yeah. So she's used to you, but I love it, Beth. This is so needed, and in the Rain group, it's so good that you came up with this to help move them along because they don't have this in Rain. You're special. You started. You're doing this. I love it. No, this is great because,
Well,
like you say, keep using the same money. You can borrow it again. I want to keep going too.
right. Well, and to be honest with you, I was in Rain my first 6 months. All of a sudden, I was like, what am I doing? I don't want to wholesale. I don't want to knock on doors. I'm not
Oh,
ready to do my own fix and flips, even if I am using other people's money. Like, what am I doing here? So I had to really think about like what unique experience do I have that I can bring to the table to the people who are already successful and help them be more successful. And that's when I realized that some of the borrowers who were successful were the ones asking for money. And it was like, well, why aren't the same people just lending with you again? Like, tell me about your processes. Like, when do you update? When do you pay? When do you do all the things? And it was like, well, sometimes I do 2 week updates. Sometimes I do this, like sometimes, and I'm like, so you don't have a structure. So you're trying to keep up with 5 flips and you're trying to give updates every 2 weeks on 5 flips that closed all at different times, and then you're trying to pay interest 30 days after those closings, and you're just trying to keep up with all of this. Like, no wonder you're disappearing on people. Borrowers are looking at the next deal. They're talking to underwriters, transaction coordinators, attorneys, accountants. They're walking properties. They're meeting with GCs. They're dealing with somebody stealing an air conditioning unit. The last thing on their mind and on their plate that they have the ability to do is just reach out and touch their lenders. So that's what we're trying to offer is just simplify that process. And a lot of lenders have full-time jobs still, and they don't have the time to chase down borrowers who have their money and fly out to go look at a project because nobody's answering their phone calls or their text messages and they don't know what the heck's going on. Like it just it's just an easy fix.
This is very
I
much
agree.
needed, Beth.
Gina, how are you?
Hi, Caroline. How are you? So good to see
Good.
your smiling face.
I would love to see yours.
I know, right? She's like off camera. What's up
All
with that?
right. Well, I'll let you see me. Hold on.
There
I've
she
been at the
is.
I've been at the hospital all day. Today
You've
was
been
my
at the
monthly
hospital too?
check-in, so
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling great. I had a great check-in today, and life is
Good.
good. So,
Yeah,
yeah. So that's why I wasn't on camera because my hair. I've been getting PET scans and all that stuff all day.
it's okay. You look great.
Well, we
Thank you. I
appreciate
love
you
your
showing your
puppy.
face.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm
he
sorry
loves
about that.
Oh
he
my
loves to
gosh,
be on Zooms.
his picture on Facebook where you did
It's
the
my favorite.
Santa,
It's my favorite.
so amazing.
I
I
have
put a
to
note
try.
on there.
I have to do it, ladies. How many did you scroll and see, right?
Right. It was too awesome.
Fun
I
stuff.
loved it.
So
Thank you.
Charlotte, Gina is in Atlanta. I'm in Savannah. So we're both in Georgia, about 4 hours apart.
But
Gina,
I'm doing my project in Savannah.
did you close on Friday?
No, but I'm closing on Wednesday.
Nice.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes, so I can be that
Yeah.
annoying person who just shows up on the property anytime you need
Yeah.
me to and check on things for you.
Well, we're coming down there the 27th. I owe you dinner. So let's go out.
You not owe me
Ooh.
dinner.
Yes, I want to buy you dinner. Let me phrase that differently. I want to buy you dinner.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. And then Caroline is down in Florida, so she has a little bit of some warmer weather than the rest of us these days. But if
70s.
you're from
70s.
Alaska, you know a different weather than the rest of us for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the warm. I'm thinking Costa Rica. When I go back, it's going to be three
Oh my
months.
gosh. Yes.
It's
3 months of
inexpensive. It
darkness.
looks lovely. I mean,
It's
I just drove
beautiful.
to Alaska. I said, Dad, I'm going. I sold everything, took my kids, and that's how it's going to be with Costa Rica. I'm just going. I know I'll love it, so don't worry
That's
about it.
Love
awesome.
that.
Charlotte, you're an adventurer.
Yes, you
Yes,
are, Charlotte.
I love it. I love it.
Hmm.
Well,
And now
ladies,
with this new adventure, this is what's fun because I can make money having fun and doing
Yeah.
things up
Correct.
for other
Correct.
people, helping them with their houses, money wise, and likewise, I'm building too. I need to borrow money, loan mine, and borrow here
yep.
and refinance. Oh, it's looking great,
Yeah.
looking good.
That's
And
amazing.
Charlotte, if you want information on like how to underwrite with RV parks or tiny home parks or things like that, I just went to a week-long intensive training about that. So I'm happy to talk to you
Wonderful.
about that whenever you're interested.
Sure, thanks. Yeah, the tiny home is what I want to do up in Alaska. That's really interests me a lot. And there's so
Yeah,
many people that live alone, my age,
right.
young people that are working on the
Oh
slope.
yeah,
All they need
yeah,
is a place to crash for two
Yep.
weeks because they're back on the slope for 2 more weeks. They just
right.
they that doesn't matter. They pay, they go. So there's a
Yeah,
lot of need.
yeah.
Wow.
I love that.
But thank you for offering, Gina. I'm gonna write your name down
Absolutely.
too. And I'll be part of this. I'll be coming back every week,
I hope so. Every other week.
every
Every
other
other
week.
week. All
That's like, no, no, no.
right. I know, right?
Right.
That's what I mean. My husband just got home a little while ago, and I'm like, "This isn't my Monday, but I gotta go." And he's like, "Okay." So, any other questions?
Caroline,
Anything else you guys want to talk about? Thanks, Gina.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Thank
Merry
you so much.
Christmas.
Same to you.
Merry Christmas.
Good to see you again in
Yes.
person, Caroline.
Oh, Gina, I'll come to Georgia and see you both.
Yeah, let's do it.
I
Savannah
have
is
Georgia,
the
have to
common
be there.
ground. Gina can come
Okay.
to Savannah to check on her house. Caroline can come up to Savannah. Charlotte, you're just going to have to fly here.
I've always wanted to come to
Well,
Savannah all
my
my
God,
whole
it's so
life.
beautiful, Charlotte. It's so
Oh,
beautiful. And I'm gonna have
and
more than one
warm.
project there. Yeah,
you know what, ladies? I might have to come after the new year. So, Gina, I'll reach out.
do it. Let's do
We'll
it.
figure it out. We'll
I
figure it
love it.
out.
Okay, and if you bring the dog, you get bonus points.
Oh, I
If you want
probably
to keep
won't.
the
He's
dog,
not
then
easy
you'll
to
get
travel with.
points.
I bet.
want to keep it. Come on.
All right, ladies, have an
Okay.
amazing evening. Thank you so much for being here. Have a great Christmas, and we will talk very
Yes.
soon.
Merry
All right,
Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Gina.
Christmas.
Christmas.
Merry
Merry
Christmas.
Christmas.
Bye,
Take
Charlotte.
care.
Bye.
Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye. Nice meeting
Bye.
y'all.
Thank you, Charlotte.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.